There you go.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Couples in the Ring. I want to make sure that's muted. Perfect. Okay. Right off the bat, got to let everybody know that Sick is not here today. So, obviously, I have to kind of do everything myself and, try to do the show at the same time. But we will make it work. We will make it work, okay? Hi. How's it going, everybody? How's everybody doing? It's been a week.
Hi.
Obviously, from the title of the podcast, we have an interesting email today. We've been getting interesting emails, but sometimes some of them are just kind of like basic, whatever, not really like or like shocking, whatever. This one is definitely more of an interesting one. I think people will be able to discuss it and kind of give opinions about it, which I am excited for. But other than that, is there anything you want to talk about first? Or
I don't want to jump right in.
Yeah, we don't want to talk
about. We want to let people come in first and stuff. Is there any questions you guys want to ask us? We've been doing a lot of wedding planning.
A lot.
I've been doing a lot of DIYs, and everything I make is so cute. Except I'm so stupid. We needed 7 of something. I printed 50. Yeah. And each one was a piece of paper and my ink. Like, I just wasted enough stuff for, like, the whole year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm actually so upset about that. And we had to hand cut them all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just printed 50 instead of 7.
Yeah, so that's a fucking...
Nice.
Thank you, Amy, and thank you, Natalie. Natalie's been a member for 5 months already.
Oh, my gosh, guys. We need some members in here. Please.
Yeah. Thank you for becoming a member, Amy.
We're so poor here. Sick isn't even here.
Yeah. Couldn't afford them this week, so
literally
we're on budget cuts. But yeah, basically everything that's been going on in our lives have been revolving the wedding. Mm-hmm. I know maybe people are sick of hearing about it, or people don't care to hear about it, but that's what's been going on. Like that's all we've been doing, right? It's coming quick, so we had to literally just fly through everything. So it's basically, I don't know.
My newborn is 12 weeks old today. Okay, here's my question. When does it turn from a newborn to just like a child? Or is it like a newborn until it's 1? Facts. I never understood that. Like, how long is it a newborn? Is it just until you decide? I'm not being offensive. Like, I'm actually asking a question. Like, I don't know.
That's true. That is true.
Because, like, when can you, like, when it's 4 months, are you still going to be like, oh, this is my newborn? Or do you say, like, this is my 4-month-old? Like, when does it switch?
Yeah, I don't know. That is very true. That is very true.
Like, did you like your makeup trial? I have it on right now. I love her. I think she's very talented. I think I will do my own makeup, though, but not because of her. Just because I mean, you know how, like her eyeshadow is bomb. Like, she's very good at makeup. I think I just want my makeup the way that I do it. Because, everyone knows their own face better. Like, if I did someone else's makeup, they're going to do their own makeup probably better than I would do their makeup. That's just, like, normal. But she's very, very good and very talented. And she is going to be doing my bridesmaids. But I do think I'm going to do my own.
Yeah. Yeah, also for the guy that was spamming, Karlee, how do I get a girlfriend? Like people are saying, like, don't spam. That's a great start.
Yeah, you get a girlfriend not spamming.
Imagine he's messaging her. Hi. Hello. You're that kind of guy, I guess. Please
I had this one guy message me from 2013 to like 2020 every single month.
That's actually
that's
actually just dedication, to be honest. I won't even. You can't even get mad at that. That's just like dedication.
Like 6 years of trying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
But you noticed. That's probably all the guy wanted. I mean, I'm not encouraging that. Don't talk to my girlfriend, but or my fiance.
What's this?
I don't know. Others can gift you. Oh. Okay, there you go.
Cool beans.
Yeah, so we are back, obviously. Again, yeah, basically everything's been revolving around the wedding, from vlogs to, Patreon's been, a mixture of everything. But basically life has just been that, and it's been a lot of work. Karlee is working a lot on that. So, it's a lot of work. If we did this podcast more than once a week, I feel like right now it would be kind of tough to keep up with with kind of everything going on.
Patreon, he's studying and he's going to work.
Yeah.
I do Patreon, YouTube. I cook, clean every single day. I go to the gym. Like today, I wasn't even like done my workout till like 1 p.m. And by the time I got home, showered, it was 1 p.m.
Yeah.
And like I woke up at 7:30. So I was already up for like 7 hours by the time, well, 5
Yeah.
hours by the time I was, I don't know.
Somebody asked, will you guys ever still do, or will you still be doing reactions again, or is it just going to be emails? We're going to do both. Like,
the thing is like, I don't really have much to react to without getting copyrighted, and I'm so scared now. Like,
yeah, like the one time we tried it, our
Yeah.
stream just got shut
and
down.
then on if I see something on TikTok and there's like background music while they're talking, I can't mute it because then you guys can't hear what they're saying, so it doesn't make sense. So I'm just like super nervous that way.
Thank you, Madison, for the $5. Appreciate it.
But if it would help if you guys sent things in, like even if it's something like really stupid or a prank or like whatever, just send it in. It helps a lot.
Yeah. But we haven't forgot about the call-ins. That hasn't been
No.
something that has slipped
No.
our minds. The thing is with a lot of people, when the story is so good and like crazy, most of those people don't want to come on to a show and be like outing themselves, right?
We could have like a voice changer.
Yeah, like we could try to navigate all that, but like I said, a lot of people don't want to go through that and, you know, potentially get caught, someone recognizes their
Yeah.
voice or something they say. Like, I understand that. Like, the first crazy email we got, like, almost at the very beginning of the podcast, we tried reaching out to that person. Obviously, they didn't want to come on, which I totally understand. But we want to set up interviews with people. We want to do call-ins. I think it's just a matter of actually putting in the effort to make it happen, and it will. But yeah, we haven't forgot about that. So yes. Also, yeah, the membership link is pinned to the top of the chat for anybody that wants to become a member. It is there. And also, right now, I mean, we have the emails picked out for today's podcast. But if you do want to send in an email, couplesandthering@gmail.com is where you would do that. And we would appreciate any story, anything you guys want to send in. If it doesn't get read, there has been times where I'll go back and, you know, if you send it twice, I might see it and like I haven't noticed it the first time. So I mean, you know, if you have to send it in a couple times, try, but don't spam it.
Somebody commented on our last podcast and they're like, please do more podcasts. I listen to this every time I do cardio. And I was like, I love that.
Yeah, I know.
Because I listen to stuff like when I go in the tanning bed, I bring my AirPods in and I'm like listening to a video when I'm like tanning. Or like when I am going for a walk or when I go shopping by myself.
See, you do that. I'm a music person. You're a podcast listener.
Music, it's like, it's just because I can still think. I don't want to be like, I don't want my brain to be like wandering and thinking about other things. Because like, if I'm running on the treadmill and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. Am I done? Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh my God. If I'm listening to music, I can like, my brain is still, like when I'm listening to music, I'm still thinking.
Yes.
Like the whole time I'm working out, I'm thinking. It's like I'm not even really listening to the music, it's just playing.
That is true, but the first time I remember we were on a road trip, we drove like 8 hours to Montreal, 10 hours to Montreal, whatever it took, and we played podcasts the whole time, and honestly, if I was playing music the whole time, I would have been like just so bored. But because we were playing the podcast, it gave me something to listen to and, you know, kind of interact with, if you will. And it does make a big difference when you're trying to shut your brain off or when you're on long distances. It is, but I've listened to a lot of podcasts, but there hasn't been, the only one I've really liked is the one you listen to.
H3?
Oh yeah, H3 too, but Basement Yard's good.
Oh, Basement Yard, yeah.
Basement Yard's good and H3
You
is
should
good.
try next time, like, watch a Basement Yard episode. I guess you don't have premium, so you can't, like, lock your phone.
Yeah.
That's what kind of sucks.
But I could get, like, if I listen to podcasts.
You should try the trial.
Yeah, and try
because,
to see if I like it.
I think you should try because, honestly, it makes it, like, so much better.
Yeah. So maybe I will because I want a podcast to listen to as well because, like, I mean, we do this one, so I'm not going to go back and listen to it.
That's
but
weird.
We do appreciate if you guys listen to this podcast while you're working out or while you're cleaning the house. Like, I love to hear that people, you know, some people watch it live and revolve their Friday nights around it, and some people just listen to it afterwards.
The only thing that I like music for is like when I'm doing like spin, like because like spin is like hardcore, like you go with the music, like you're just like dying,
and the only thing your brain's thinking about is not passing out.
Yes. So like a podcast would be way too chill for me to be like, like going crazy.
Yeah.
But lifting and stuff, podcast the way to go.
Yes. But yeah, again, guys, we appreciate anybody that tunes in. We do love doing this podcast.
Yes.
You know, again, doing it twice a week is also still on the radar, if you will. We just have to kind of see how to make that work. But it would only be Karlee and I for one of those episodes. Like, we're not gonna have
we
sick
can't
for both
afford sick
episodes.
every time.
You know, because it costs money for him to be here, right? So it's we have to have the support to balance that out. Anyway, but you guys are great.
Before we get into emails, though, can everyone do me a favor and share this podcast, whether it's on Twitter, text a friend, text your boyfriend, text your sister, text your mom. Just press the share button and share it anywhere. It could be on Twitter, Instagram, whatever the case is. Please do me a favor and share it. I'll give you time to copy the link, go post it somewhere. Tag me in it, and I will go follow everyone who shared this podcast. Tag me like on Twitter or tag me on Instagram when you share it, and I will follow you guys when I'm done. I follow everyone back. I honestly follow a lot of people back. I will not start reading emails for another like 5 minutes. I'll let you guys do it. Also, give it a thumbs up.
If you do it on Instagram, be sure to tag us so we see that you're doing it too.
Yes, we'll repost it on our story as well.
Yeah. Mine is at whomisjosh. Hers is at KarleeSteel, obviously. But yeah. Let's try to get into an email here. We're going to start off light.
I said I'd give him 5 minutes.
Oh, you want to wait 5 minutes?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
sharing
we're just going to not say anything for 5 minutes, okay?
Nobody shares it. I'm talking to nobody. Anyways.
But yeah, we'll get into this email. This email is like just a little splash to get into everything, right? Hi, Karlee and Josh. First of all, love your content. Keep going. Love y'all so much. Thank you. This happened between my best friend and her boyfriend. Okay, so she labeled them as L and A. So best friend is L, boyfriend's A.
Okay.
I feel like that will be important.
LA.
They started dating in February 2021. They started talking months before and became close, but didn't get together until February 2021. At the beginning of their relationship, they would bicker nonstop to the point where it became physically impossible to be around them. And so me and my friends all told her, like, hey, like, you and your boyfriend need to stop with the bickering. You guys are dating. Act like it. As their relationship went on, things started to get worse. He started to become controlling, telling her what to do, manipulating her to thinking she was in the wrong, and he was not, and it just became very toxic. Examples. Getting mad at her that she has guy friends. She can't hug guys. Once a guy tried to hug her, and A, her boyfriend, put his hands out towards his chest and said, no, bro, and fist bumped her.
What?
I was a few feet away sitting on my laptop, and the tension was very awkward. He'd be keeping stuff from her, and she'd find out from other people, such as his friends he had started smoking, drinking, hanging around people you shouldn't be hanging out with, and all these people would bring girls with them, and they would all hang out together. She voiced her concerns to him, and he denied all and saying, oh, they're just my friends, and those girls don't mean anything to me. They're just friends. I'm not going to cheat on you. I love you, feeding her a bunch of bullshit. We, as her friends, had also voiced our concerns and told her, you can't be with him. This is too much. He's hanging out with people he shouldn't be. He's around other girls doing God knows what. He's drinking, smoking again, which he hadn't done in years because he had quit. He'd sell them when he was young, but he stopped when he got older. Didn't want to end the relationship. She didn't want to end the relationship and would get mad at us for telling her to end the relationship and that he is not right for her. She didn't listen, convinced herself that he'd change and he wouldn't do all those things. Well, he continued and ended up dumping her after she left to Qatar. When they were long distance after 9 months of dating, when they dated, they were living in Dubai. She left to Qatar due to her dad's job, so she moved, and both of them decided they would try out long distance. When they were long distance, he never messaged her or called her. She would be the one calling, texting most of the time, and he'd ignore her. And when she would confront him about it, he would get mad, and his excuse was, oh, I'm studying. Oh, I was busy. Oh, this, oh, that. So when they broke up, she didn't want to hold a grudge against him, so they became friends, which I told her was a bad idea. But she didn't want to listen to me or my friends, so she went on with her friendship with him. While they were friends, he would tell her about his hookups with girls and how he fucking enjoyed it. I don't know. A few months passed, and she was planning on coming to Abu Dhabi for New Year's, and she told him about it, so he traveled 9 fucking hours by metro and bus just to see her for 1 hour. She told me that how they met up at a mall and hung out, talked, and he told her how much he missed her and how he wished things would have worked out, blah, blah, blah. And when she was saying bye, he kissed her and she kissed him back. She told me how she regretted it and she shouldn't have kissed him back and ended her friendship with him, thank God, finally. Anyway, wanted to share this with y'all and everyone who watches Couples in the Ring, that if you end up in this similar situation, never ever put up with someone like that and know your worth. Also, what are your opinions?
It's a hard one because it was...
There's really no opinion.
Yeah, there's
I
no
guess.
opinion on it. Like they're not together. It's good. I mean, the whole like not hugging anyone is weird.
That's
well,
fucking
I mean, it
crazy.
depends. Like, I wouldn't hug like a random guy.
No, but it was her friend.
Yeah, but like, was it?
I don't know.
Like, if I had a new guy friend and you saw me hugging him, you'd be like, absolutely not.
Okay, here's a question for the audience, because Karlee and I have our own. Like I said, at the beginning of any relationship, you need to lay down your ground rules. You need to lay down what you think is right, what you think is wrong, what you will put up with, what you won't.
And there's no right or wrong answer.
No.
Every relationship's different.
Like I said, you can have an agreement at the beginning of your relationship. Like, again, there was an extreme example, but it was an example of we had an email where the girl wasn't allowed to post pictures in her bikini or post, like, provocative pictures, I guess, whatever. And she was okay with that at the beginning of the relationship. They had both discussed that and whatever, but it got to a point where it was too far. But they had discussed that, and that's okay. So if you think that your relationship boundaries or rules are insane, as long as you two agree on it, nobody can tell you otherwise. Now,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if they're really fucked up, like, I'm not saying that I agree with that. But all I'm saying is if you and your partner both agree to whatever you're talking about, then who am I to judge you and who is anybody to judge you? So my question is, if I just want to know people's general opinions, you're in a relationship with somebody. Doesn't matter how long, let's say you've been together for a while. And suddenly they start hanging out with this person of the opposite sex, like, or whatever the case. She starts hanging out with a guy, I start hanging out with a girl, and it's like a new friend, and all of a sudden we're like best friends, right? What would you guys do in that situation? Is that something
I would do
that...
this.
Right, but that's what we do. But...
Actually, I would go like this.
Yeah, double punch. One for her, one for me.
One for you. And then I would take both of your heads and...
There you go. So there's Karlee's answer.
I'm just kidding.
What do you guys think about that? Do you guys allow that? Do you guys care? Is it something that you would be pissed off about? Yeah, like, I'm just curious. I'm just curious on what you guys would do in that sort of situation. You know what I mean? Like, we're just watching the replay of Karlee fake punching me and that sort of thing. It's hilarious.
It's the face I make.
We
both make that face.
Yeah.
When we're fake punching.
But yeah, I'm just curious. I'm just curious on what you guys think about that. Like, some people have different morals, right? So
I also just don't like you hugging girls, like, at all, even if they're your friend.
yeah, but yeah, no, that's weird. Everyone's like, nope, heck to the no, pissed thinking about it. Yeah, that'll do that. That'll do that. Oh, hell no. Okay,
have you guys ever got mad at your boyfriend from just thinking about something? Like, I have. Like, thinking about the fact that he was ever with anyone else. Like, I start, like something reminds me of it. And then I start getting, like, I start thinking about it. And then I start thinking about all the girls and how he did this and how he did that. And then I get so mad and I get so angry and I start giving him an attitude. And then I want to punch him.
And then I'm like...
And he didn't even do anything wrong. He just once existed before me. So, he's in trouble.
That's funny, actually.
Oh, no, Janae, no.
A lot of people are no. If my girl hugged a guy, that is weird because I wouldn't hug a girl that's friendly. Yeah, like, I think... Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a very common thing for people. But then it's so weird because you would think it would be so common, right? But I know there's people out there that have a way different mentality, right? Like, they'd be like, "Oh, who cares? Like, you should be able to trust your partner." Okay.
Well, someone made a good point. They're like, well, it's fine if we go to, like, a party and we go there and we hug people. If we're at a party and, like, they're greeting me as well,
Yeah.
then I think it's fine.
Yeah.
But, like, that's another thing. What were you talking about?
What?
Did I interrupt you? I thought you were done.
No, go.
Oh, were you done?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's another thing is, like, what do you guys think of, like, women that, like, go and greet your boyfriend and then
Don't greet
don't
you.
greet you?
Ooh, no, that's fucked up. I even know that's fucked
But
up.
I don't think you should even have to introduce me. I think it should just be like, she should automatically be like, hi, Josh. Hi, what's her name? Like, your girlfriend, da 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 da. Like, And by the way, if she greets you and then is like, "Oh my God, your girl's so pretty," she's a fake bitch. So. Yeah.
Okay, someone says, question, if my boyfriend had a girl best friend, can he hug her?
No.
But if you have a guy best friend, can you hug him?
Yeah.
Why? See?
I just think that's how it goes.
No.
Guys aren't huggers. You don't hug your best friend when you see him. Do you hug your guy best friend when you see him? There's my trick question.
Yeah, we do this.
No, I hug my girl best friends before when they come in and when they leave. Do you hug your guy best friends?
No.
So then you don't hug your girl best friends.
Okay,
done. Point blank. Period. Done.
But then you shouldn't be hugging your guy best friend.
No, I do. I hug both genders. You don't hug any. If you don't even hug your own gender, why would you do this opposite?
Okay, but the question just was, if my boyfriend has a girl best friend, can he hug her?
No.
Nah, you're wrong.
If you don't hug your guy friends, why would you hug your girlfriend? I hug.
This makes no sense. You're saying that if you have a guy best friend, you're allowed to hug him.
Yes.
But if I have a girl best friend, I can't hug her.
Yes.
So her example is, if my boyfriend has a girl best friend, why can't he hug her? It's like your guy best friend hugging you.
No.
Why not?
If
Because
she
what if
hugs
your guy
him,
best friend
if
has a
she
girlfriend?
hugs him, yes. But
What?
you don't go in for the hug.
What? Oh, so
Who
it's
initiates
okay.
it?
So it's okay if she initiates the hug.
Yes, because girls hug everyone. Guys, do you hug any of your guy friends? No. So why are you going in to hug a girl? Unless she's coming towards you.
So if the girl, if you have a girl if I have a girl best friend and she comes in to hug me, it's okay. But if I initiate, it's not okay.
No. Because you don't even initiate it for your guy friends. So are they really just a friend? Why are you only doing one gender of friends?
Okay.
That's a valid question.
Okay.
That's a valid question.
So what you're saying, okay. So what you're saying is that if you, okay, put it down, relax. So what you're saying is that if you have a guy best friend,
Yes.
you're allowed to go initiate a hug.
Yes.
But if I have a girl best friend and I initiate the hug, I'm in the wrong.
Yes, because you don't hug your friends. Do you hug your friends? Answer the question.
But I don't, I think.
Do you hug your friends?
No.
Is it yes or no?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
You do this. We hug
Are you
different.
going to hug them like
We
that?
hug
Are you going to
different.
hug her like that?
Pardon?
Are you going to hug her like that? Are you going to dab her up first or no?
Maybe.
Are you?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
Maybe.
Yeah, Joshua, yes or no?
No.
So why are you hugging her differently?
Okay.
If she's just a friend, shouldn't you hug all your friends the same? Like I hug all my friends the same?
Okay. But now what we're creating is a double standard.
It's not a double standard
Yeah.
because if I didn't hug any of my girlfriends, listen to this. If I didn't hug any of my girlfriends and I hugged a guy friend, would you not be like, that's weird? You usually don't hug your friends.
Yes, but
No, it's about friends. If you're not hugging all of your friends, just like you're not going to have if you're going to have a sleepover with the girlfriend, you're not going to have a sleepover with your guy friends because that's not a friend. If you do something with your friends, you do it with all your friends. You can't never hug your friends and then all of a sudden hug a girlfriend. If I never hugged any of my girlfriends and then you saw me hugging my guy friend, you'd be like, that's fucking weird. You're not a hugger.
okay, here's a question. We don't read. Look at me.
It's not double standard.
Look at
because
me.
if he hugged all of his friends, I wouldn't give a shit if
No,
he hugged his
look at
friends.
me, look
But
at
he
me.
doesn't hug his friends,
Look at
so if
me.
he's hugging her, then it's not a friend.
Yeah, but you can't sit here and say that this is all hypothetical, obviously, because we don't have this problem, but I'm getting mad at it. You're telling me.
You're mad at it. You want to hug a girl? Why are you so mad?
I'm not mad at it. I should rephrase. I'm not mad at it, but what I'm saying is I think right now, this is a prime example of a double standard.
How?
I understand what you're saying.
How? Because you're saying when you dab them up first. Shouldn't you do that with all your friends? What is the difference between dabbing up your friend and dabbing up your other friend?
Okay.
If she's just a friend.
Okay.
Tell me.
Okay.
What's the difference?
I have a scenario.
Honestly?
I have a scenario.
Honestly?
I have a scenario. Can you please listen to me?
Objection?
No.
Speculation?
Listen to me. I want.
Lack of foundation?
No. I want to paint a scenario for you.
Okay, go.
Me and you.
Yeah.
This is real, but me and you have two friends we hang out with, guy and a girl, couple, like we do.
Okay.
Right? Now, this guy, he's become a good friend of yours, whatever. Like everyone's really good friends, right?
Okay.
And he goes to hug you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Cool, nice, friendly.
Yeah.
But then if I go to hug her,
That's fine.
what do you mean? That's the same shit.
That's fine.
Why is it fine?
I'm there and I hang out with her as well. If it's your friend, then I don't know her, or she is not my friend and I'm not there. Why the hell would you hug him first, or would you hug just her? No, you're gonna hug him first, right?
But
You're not gonna go in for her hug.
But what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is it's circumstance, and it's like I said,
It's not.
It is circumstance. If you hug all your friends, I wouldn't think it's weird. If you're a hugger, some people are huggers and some people aren't. If you're a hugger and you hug all your friends and then you hug her,
Are you a hugger?
I think it's weird.
Are you a hugger?
I hug my friends, yeah.
But are you a hugger?
Yeah.
I don't see that.
I hug Elena goodbye, everyone.
You're not really a hugger.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so
The only person I don't is like Liv, because she's not a hugger.
I just want to.
That's someone that's not a hugger.
Let's just put a blank. Let's just put a. Look at me. Don't look at that. Look at me. Let's put a.
Like gloves on?
No.
Let's do that.
Let's put just. I want to just summarize what we've talked about here today.
Okay.
Don't interrupt. No, don't interrupt. Don't interrupt. I just want to summarize to make sure that I have this all right. Okay? Me and you have best friends of the opposite sex.
Yes, correct.
For the same amount of time.
Yes, correct.
Both best friends.
Yes, correct.
No. Listen to me, please. Okay? Listen to me. You are allowed to initiate a hug with your guy best friend, because it's okay if a girl does it, right? That's what you said. No, that's what you said.
If she's a hugger. If she's not a hugger, it's weird.
I'm talking about you.
Like, Liv's not a hugger.
I'm talking about you.
No.
I'm talking about you.
Yes, I'm a hugger, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
So you're allowed.
You could also initiate. If you're a hugger.
That's
because
not what you said.
I am saying that because you were saying it as if just you. You're like, if I hugged a girl, would I be mad? Yes, because you're not a hugger. You don't hug your friends. If you hugged all your friends, I wouldn't think it's weird you're hugging her. But if you don't hug your friends and now all of a sudden you're a hugger and you're hugging a girl that she's supposedly your friend, why aren't you treating her the same? If she's a friend, you should treat her like your fucking friend. Like all your boys.
Okay. But if guys don't typically hug.
That's not true.
Guys hug each other a lot? That's a dab
So
up,
then
though.
do it to the girl. Why wouldn't you do it to the girl then?
Okay. I just want to know. I just want to get your
If
opinion
you
on
did
it.
that to your girlfriend,
That's fine.
and gave her a hug after,
That's
I'm
fine.
not going to get mad because you do that with all your
Okay,
friends.
got it.
Who do you hug? Me.
So there needs to be.
So why is the only other person you hug your girlfriend?
So you're just telling me that like it's okay if it's, what's the word I'm looking for here? If there's continuity, meaning that.
Yes, because why would you be treating her differently?
Okay, I got it. That's it. Done.
Who's right?
Good conversation. There's no right or wrong.
I'm fucking right. I'm fucking right.
Okay. I disagree, but this is okay. We can agree to disagree.
So if I hug nobody.
Yes.
And then I hugged my guy friend, you're not going to be like, what the fuck?
But that wasn't my discussion.
No, but we're going to flip it. Do you think that's weird?
But if you hang out with but let's be real for a minute.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
Women typically hug their friends more than guys do, correct?
No, you dab them up and then hug them.
Hug. No fucking dab up shit.
No,
I'm talking about a straight hug. No dab up
Sure.
shit. It's not sure. It's yes. Women hug their female friends.
So wouldn't it be weird if the guy initiated it, right? If I was with the guy, no, listen, I hug my guy friends, but imagine the guy friend hugged me, went to go and hug me.
You said that was okay.
Joshua,
And earlier,
I said
in the
girl
No.
hugging you would be fine.
But we're talking about in a relationship, you're okay to go initiate it with your guy friend because you're the girl and you're the hugger.
Yes.
But it's not okay if he initiates it with you. You're not gonna hug him?
I'm gonna hug him, but wouldn't you think it's weird or no? Would you? That's my question is, would you think it's weird if the guy initiated a hug with me?
No. If it's your best friend, I don't care.
You're a fucking liar.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go hug people.
You hug Daniel. Daniel's been your best friend for years and years and years. You think I give a fuck? No. Because I know he's your best friend. Because I know he's your best friend.
Whatever, Josh.
Don't fucking play with me.
I'm fucking right. So
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Sick's not here today. Oh, God. I wish Sick was here.
No, because Sick's going to be on your side. Because
Sick.
He's friends with everyone.
Sick, if you're watching this.
He has probably more girlfriends and guy friends.
But that wasn't. I wasn't disagreeing with the fact that I wasn't saying that you were wrong about hugging a guy or hugging a girl. I wasn't saying that. I'm saying that because at the beginning you said it's okay for a girl to hug her guy friends, but it's not okay for a guy to hug his girlfriend.
Yes, because you don't hug your guy friends.
Okay, that's it. That's the discussion.
So what do you think is correct?
I think that I personally, I don't hug anybody, so I don't give a fuck.
You don't dab up your friends and then hug them.
I dab up my friends, but
so why?
My close friends, I don't dab them up. Like, that's not what happens. I dab up my friends. I don't really see that often. Cause like, yo, how you been? We don't do that. Okay, but no, you don't do that shit every time we hang out. Robbie, you don't see me do that with him.
Okay, but for example, Liv is a girl, right? She doesn't hug people.
Right.
If all of a sudden she had a guy friend and you've seen her hug him, you would be like, even if she initiates it, you're gonna be like, that's fucking weird. That's not something Liv does. No?
But what if I'm a hugger?
Liv doesn't even hug me.
What if I'm a hugger?
I just said, imagine Liv wasn't, because you're not a hugger. You're not a hugger, she's not a hugger. If she hugs an opposite sex, it's weird. If you hug it, it's not weird.
Hold on. But now you're adding things because...
I'm not adding things. I'm giving you an example of someone who's not a hugger. That's the opposite sex.
But you had never said the statement you made didn't include whether they're a hugger or not. You just said a blanket term. You just said if it's a guy hugging his girl best friend, it's not allowed. If it's a girl hugging his guy best friend, it's allowed.
Because guys
But you didn't say anything about being a hugger versus not being a hugger. That's what you said.
Because guys are not huggers most of the time.
Okay. Sick. If you're watching this episode, please let us know next time you're here what you think about this situation. I'm going to fucking bring it up to him next time he's here if I remember, because it's really just a stupid thing. But yeah, we'll move on. But I really do want Sick's opinion on this.
For people saying it's stupid, why are you still watching? Because we know you're entertained, so stop. It's just stupid. You're in couples in the ring, and when we finally argue, and now you guys don't want it. Like, I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, okay. Hi, Karlee, Josh, and Sick. I'm writing in today because I wanted your opinion on a few things.
Do you think you should say the title first, or no? Like that?
No, I want to.
Really, I feel like it will draw people.
Okay, go ahead, read it.
No, I was just asking.
Read the title.
No, I'm scared.
Just read the title.
My boyfriend punched me in the face while he was blacked out.
That's the title of this. Okay.
See, this is why I don't read, because I'm monotone.
We've been together. Okay, wait. I'm 18 and my boyfriend is about to turn 20 in a few days. We've been together on and off for a few years now. We recently got our first apartment together. We fight a lot, pretty much every day, to the point where the bad is overweighing the good. In some of our recent fights, it had gotten physical. I've hit him in the face a few different times. Not okay. I'm not excusing it, but it was always because I had found out he was cheating on me. I'm mentioning this because I wanted to preface that even when I've hit him, he would never hit me back.
Okay.
The story I'm about to share literally happened yesterday. We started day drinking about 11 a.m. We do this. I wouldn't say often, but not to where we don't drink at all. We overall had a really good day. Went to the lake, swimming, whatever. Later that night, we decided to go to my friend's house to play drinking games and just hang out. Fast forward, my boyfriend drank way too much, to the point where nothing he was saying made sense. We were outside at this point. My friends went inside, and me and him were outside. He ends up passing out in the lawn chair, and I decided it was time for me to put him on the couch. I grab him, and I try to lift him up a few different times. The last time I did, he finally stood up and pushed me full force. We were on a gazebo type of deck, and I ended up losing my balance and fell over the rail and into the grass. Damn. He storms inside, slamming doors. I follow and see he's going to his car. My friends follow because as soon as he gets into the car, the alarm starts to go off. His car is a 95. I follow him to the car, and he's trying to start the car, so I try to take the keys, and he punches me in the face after I grab the keys. There's neighbors outside, by the way, and it's about 1 a.m. He walks off, and my friend's boyfriend follows him in his truck. Fast forward, they come back and put him on the couch. After a few hours, I'm ready to go to sleep, and I see him on the other couch getting up. He stands up, pulls his pants down, and starts to pee in the living room. Oh, he was fucked up. I grab him immediately and take him to the bathroom while he's still peeing. I ended up just putting him in the car, and we drove home. We get home, and he's literally tripping. We drove his car, and he starts banging on my car, trying to get in my car. He's just blacked the fuck out. We start to go upstairs, and he ends up pulling my hair, trying to get the keys from me. I hit him in the face. I FaceTime my friend, who I was just with, and she tells me I just need to leave him there. I started to drive off, but I knew in my heart I couldn't just leave him out there like that. So I turn back around, and I tell him his car is unlocked, and he goes and sits in it. Later that night, I got him to come lay on the couch. I did that because I just didn't want him in his car turned off in 100-degree heat. Yeah. This morning, he doesn't remember any of it. He doesn't remember hitting me or acting a fool or any of it. He keeps bringing it up, throwing a pity party. I just can't feel bad for him. No matter how much he embarrassed himself, I can't feel bad because I'm so angry he didn't control himself and embarrass me. My dad is an alcoholic and was very abusive to me and my siblings, so this really triggered my flight or fight response. I'm so conflicted on how to feel because he was so drunk that it wasn't even him. I guess I just want your opinions on how you would go about this, and if you think I should forgive him and move on since he was drunk. I'm so torn and don't know how to go about this. This is a
hard one.
This is a good email.
This is hard.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is really hard because clearly if he's literally peeing.
Yeah, he was fucked up.
Like, he was 110% not himself. Like, that was valid. He clearly has a drinking problem, though. I feel
like you guys saying you drink at 11 a.m. like pretty frequent. I know you said it's not all the time, but like even like frequent enough.
They said
like
they're
that's
20, right?
Yeah.
I'm wondering like if they're in the States or here, because if they're in the States,
I'm 18 and my boyfriend is about to turn 20.
Yeah, but either way, she's too underage to be drinking. But we don't know if he's underage. So like, you know, when like you're finally drinking alcohol and you're underage, you just don't know when to stop because you just don't know. But like, it's hard to tell because like even at 20 years old, I could tell when I was too drunk.
Yeah.
And it seems, I don't know. Here's the thing. He did put his hands on you, and that's so bad. And like that, I kind of don't even want to comment on this because I feel like I'm just going to be canceled regardless. Because if I say one thing, they're going to be like, well, he was drunk. If I say the other thing, they're going to be like, well, he hit her. So I just don't know.
I'll comment on it. I think the moment it gets abusive, no matter what's involved, that's the end of the road.
Yeah, because clearly he doesn't.
I don't give a fuck if I'm blacked out drunk. I'm not gonna fucking punch my fiance or my girlfriend.
He shouldn't be punching anyone.
It's not gonna happen.
If he was drunk enough, like so drunk where he like couldn't even stand, how is he drunk? That if he's that drunk, he shouldn't even be able to lift up his fist to hit someone.
And he also pulled your hair, which
so clearly that's a female.
And he pushed you over the fucking ledge, and you fell in the grass. Like,
yeah.
No, that was 3 forms of abuse in a single night. It doesn't matter how fucked up he is. I'm sorry that I don't justify alcohol as an excuse for much. I know, again, it hinders the way you think and whatever and act, but I don't believe to that extent, right? Clearly, you guys, I'm going to say you guys plural because, I mean, and you're still young. You guys definitely have some sort of, I mean, it's okay, like, you can drink, have fun, like you're young, whatever, go ahead.
Agreed.
But also, like, there is limitations to that sort of thing, right? Like, I mean, I feel like you guys are experiencing or going down the path of maybe becoming alcoholics. I don't want to say that in like
toxic relationship is what they're doing.
No, but what I'm saying is that like they're starting to drink at 11 a.m. pretty frequently. Like that's not a normal thing to do. And I'm not saying that
I did it
every day.
I did it quite frequently when I was 18 years old.
How frequent? At 11 a.m.?
Like, probably 3 days out of the week.
11 a.m.?
Yeah, you go out to eat and you drink, or you go to the beach and you drink with your friends.
Well, anyway.
Alcoholics are pushing it. I think they're going into a toxic relationship and he has a problem controlling himself. I don't think you're alcoholics.
No, I'm saying that's part of it, but I didn't say they were alcoholics. I said they're on the path to becoming one.
No, they're not.
How do you know?
How do you know? You can't just have because someone drinks at 11 a.m. means they're going to be an alcoholic.
I didn't say they're going to be an alcoholic.
You said they're on the path, which means
yes.
What's the end of the path? If they're on that path.
But I'm not saying they're going to end that path. I'm just saying they're on the path.
No, they're not. They're not. That's like eating a pizza and be like, you're on the path to being overweight your whole life.
That's not the same.
It is. If
Karlee,
I eat 3 pizzas a day.
No. We're gonna clarify this right now. We're gonna clarify this right now. If I ate a full fucking pizza every day at 11 a.m., what are you gonna say to me?
That's bad for you, but it doesn't mean you're gonna be fat.
But you're on the path to becoming unhealthy or obese. Correct?
Not
Karlee, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong.
Okay. I don't think so. Because when I was 19, I was drinking probably 4 or 5 days of the week, and I'm not an alcoholic, and I never was an alcoholic.
but I'm not saying that they are alcoholics or that they are definitely. I'm just saying.
You said
they're
they
going
too,
down
which
the
is.
path. They both drink at 11 a.m. multiple times a week. Oh my gosh. That is a path.
You're just an old man.
Listen, I'm right. I'm sticking by myself right here.
I think he obviously has an issue, and I think he's down. But them, no.
I'm just saying. All in all,
I don't think both of them.
Okay. Well, all in all, I don't think that. I think realistically, like everyone, I think knows that no matter what, like you should not be putting your hands on your partner.
Yes.
You or him. Like you.
I know. I was gonna say that.
You
but
hit
you
him
kept
too.
Talking, so.
You hit him too. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think also that you should not be hitting him in the face. I think honestly, both of you guys are toxic together.
Yeah.
And it needs to be cut off. First of all, you already found out he was cheating on you. So why'd you stay then? You need to leave, sis. You need to leave. You're young. He's not that young, but he clearly acts young. So I think you need, and clearly cannot control his alcohol.
Uh-huh.
And I feel like you might be drinking just because he is.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's true.
So I feel like you deserve better, and also try not to punch people in the face. Next time you find out your man's cheating, just break up with him. I know it's easier said than done, but yeah.
So I think that, yeah, the key takeaway is you guys have now put your hands on each other, and it's like just not okay now. Like you're done. I think that's. I don't think there's a good. You know what I mean? I don't think there's a good segue to like getting. I mean, you can get better. Like, I mean, you know, maybe if you guys try to stop drinking or whatever. Like, but again, that's not. But that's not the main issue here. The main issue is that you both have hit each other, regardless.
Was sober.
Yeah, regardless of the alcohol.
And he's already cheated on you, so you guys don't have trust. There's abuse, verbal, physical.
It's fucked. It's fucked.
Alcohol. There's everything.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I think you guys. I think you're young enough too, where if you guys break up, it's not going to be the end of the world. Like
it might feel like it, but in like 2 years, you're going to be like,
you'll be okay.
Yeah,
you'll be okay. Yeah. But that is our advice. I would say leave, but I mean that's just my opinion.
And I would not forgive him.
Fact. Hello, Karlee and Josh. I am 25 years old and I need some advice. My fiance and I have been together for almost 4 years. We have one child together. I'm just going to start in quickly. He is a CUCK. What that means to my
understanding. The way that she wrote it.
I'm just going to go in quickly. He's a CUCK. What that means to my understanding, he enjoys fantasizing about me sleeping with other men.
Do you?
Pardon the
We'll
fuck me.
We'll talk about that after.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after. No problem. He's always telling me to go out and have a one-night stand with someone random and record it and send it to him. We are super attracted to each other and have great sex. I don't get it. I have not done so, nor am I interested in that. He is not interested in sleeping with other women. I've asked. I thought maybe it was reverse psychology to, so he could sleep with different women. Yeah, that's not the case. So I just don't get how he wants to see me in that way. I need some outside perspective. Is it normal? Also, my thing is, if I actually did go through with something like that, he realizes it wasn't for him, would he have some sign of resentment towards me? Thanks for taking the time to read. Hope this all makes sense.
Wow. You can go first.
Is it normal? Now, like I've said tons and tons of times, I think this is something you probably should have, discussed. This is something, maybe it's something new for him. Maybe he just is experimenting with it. Or, if he has enjoyed that sort of thing most of his life, like you're 25, I'm sure he's maybe you guys have been together for 4 years and have a child together. Like, has he always been this way? Like, is this something new? Like this, if this is the new, this should have been something he probably would have brought up to you at the beginning, no?
If it's new?
Like, if this is a new thing, then obviously not. Like, this is
that's what I'm making it. It seems like it's new because
like you guys have been together 4 years.
He would have known about it.
Yeah,
already.
like I feel like he would have mentioned that. But if it is new, that's a tough one.
That's really tough.
That's hard.
And how does he even know he likes it, too? Maybe he just thinks about it and he likes it.
He says he fantasizes her with other men.
See, it's hard for me to wrap my head around it because I would fucking kill someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
But everyone has their own thing, and so I don't know. I personally, like I said, if you guys are not aligning, whether you guys have been together 4 years or not, if something's not aligning, I feel like you guys are not for each other.
I will say something.
Unless he's willing to just...
I will say something. Yeah, if he's willing to drop it, because if it's something that's affecting, like if it starts to affect your relationship, obviously that's going to be an issue. But if it's just something he's like thinking about, like, and he doesn't want to go sleep with other women, and that, you know,
because that was my first thought.
Yeah,
I was like, he probably wants to go sleep with other women too.
Yeah, and I think if it's something where he's just like kind of bringing it up and he's like spitballing around the idea, like as long as it doesn't intrude in your relationship and make
it's fine.
Yeah, then it's fine. Like fuck it, you don't want it. But if you don't want to do it, you need to make it very clear to him, like, hey, I don't want to go do this. You know, especially because, let's say it's not for you, or let's say in a couple years, 10 years from now, you're like, I can't believe I like that. And then now he knows that you went and slept with all these people. You know, I don't know. It's definitely a risky game.
Also, I feel like if it's not your thing and you don't want to, I would be kind of worried, because say if you were into it too, you would know how to separate.
Yes.
You would know how to separate your fantasies and your sexual versus emotional. But because you're not into that, and you've always, I would assume, correlated sex with emotions and feelings, or even one night stands, whatever, I feel like it might be bad on your part as well to try and do that for him, because then what if you end up liking someone? Because it's not what she's into. She's not doing it for that sexual purpose. She's doing it for him to get sexual arousal, but then she might actually end up liking the person because she doesn't have that same like window. Do you know what I mean? Like imagine like we were swingers, one person was into it, one person wasn't, but the other person that wasn't was doing it for the other person. That person is doing it because, and they can like, they're basically separating emotional and physical attraction.
Yeah, but not both of you might not be able to do that. That's true. That is a very good point.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe you can like just get like a dildo and like do that instead. Maybe you say some guy's name while you're doing it.
Yeah,
he can just watch.
Yeah, maybe like
compromise, watch porn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But again, like if you're not into it, like that needs to be said. Like, hey, I don't want to do this. And then again, like we've been saying, if you say, hey, like wholeheartedly, I do not want to do that. I'm not comfortable with that. And then it becomes an issue in your relationship where now he starts to like veer off and maybe find somebody who would be into that, or like, you know, if this is like a make or break for him, then obviously that needs to be a discussion. But if you're not comfortable with it, you're not comfortable with it.
Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then maybe we can just take some questions for the last little bit. Yeah, so thanks for your email. And again, that's pretty much the advice we've given. Do you want to read it?
I just saw something and I just wanted to know if I wanted to read it out loud. I read that part. Oh, that part.
Oh.
I wonder if she's in. Okay.
Is it fine?
Yeah.
Okay. So the title of this one is Obsessive Mother-in-Law, question mark. Hey, Karlee, Josh, and Six not here. I recently got back with my husband of 3 years after a short break, and I have been questioning some things. On both sides, we're all family-oriented, and I love that we are close with our in-laws. Throughout the years, there has been some tension between my mother-in-law and I because of how attached she is to her son.
Ugh, we know those ones.
Don't get me wrong, I love it. I love that he's a mama's boy at heart, but it has been so upsetting at how she goes about it. She wants to know almost everything about us, every detail. When we argue our financial stability together, she has asked some very personal questions about me. My struggle with mental health, the loss of my father, you know, why I'm not getting pregnant with infertility, etc. And it makes me very upset because she's asking everyone but me. I have no problem telling her all those things, but I would like to have some sort of space when it comes to certain things. And I would like her to ask me if it's about me. I've tried explaining to her that, to her and my boyfriend, she continues to put herself in our relationship and has been making me extremely uncomfortable. The lack of respect, you said my boyfriend, my husband, but it's okay. My husband says that she'll eventually stop and that I should go with the flow and rub it off. The last thing I want to do is be disrespectful to my mother-in-law and have to cut contacts with her side. But it is getting extremely overwhelming to have what feels like a third person in our relationship. There's no other problem except her, and I need some advice on what to do. I love her and I want to be a part of our journey. I want her to be a part of our journey as we are hoping to conceive soon and start a family, but it's taking a toll on me. And again, I've tried bringing it up to her, but it seems to be just going in one ear and out the other. Any advice helps. Thank you.
Do I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that all three of you should sit down And I think your husband should be the one to initiate this conversation and do most of the talking. I think he has to be on your side in order for his mother to actually listen. I think if you just said something to her about, hey, I feel like you're intruding, in a nice way, which I know you said you like her, I don't think she would actually take that advice. Whereas, like, I feel like if your husband were to sit her down and he was the one saying it, because she's so attached to him and respects his opinion more, I feel like she might actually back off if your husband said something.
That's fair.
And I think also it takes the pressure off of you saying it, so you don't seem like you're the bad one, quote unquote. You're not, but like, you know, it seems like you're not the one coming at her. And also, if he phrases it in a way of us and we, instead of saying she, like, oh, she feels like you're intruding, she feels like you're doing this, he needs to say, we both feel this way, and be on your side while still being respectful and be like, we understand that you want to be a part, that you love me and you want to be part of our whatever, but this is how we feel, and we feel like this is what you can do to make it better, instead of saying you and stuff like that. I don't know.
I agree.
Really?
I just have nothing really else to add to that. I mean, the only problem is, like, I don't know if you had mentioned this, but, like, you know, being a mama's boy, does he feel like, is he like attached to his mother at the hip? Like, is it something where, like, would he even do that? Would he sit down with her? Like, is that?
But that's an issue.
No, 100. That's what I'm saying.
That's like a relationship.
Yeah,
issue.
100%. Like, if your husband or boyfriend or whatever he is at this time, you know, if you guys are trying to start a family together and whatever the case, like, he needs to be on your team. I mean, I'm not saying to go against your parent or his parents and, like, completely shut them out, but there needs
reasonable.
You need to be reasonable. You need to have a good, you know, a give and take. Like, she can't sit there and ask all these questions about you to him, and then he tells her all the answers, and you have no say on what's happening or what, you know, he's saying to her, and blah 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 blah. Like, that should be your news
there
to discuss.
There needs to be boundaries and like trust. And if you feel like everything you tell him he's gonna tell his mother, then there's an issue. But, like, also, if he's not willing to be on your side, I feel like the moment you are committed to someone, like in a relationship, especially married, I feel like you guys need to be on each other's teams, even if you don't always want to, and even if you don't always agree. You tell them, hey, this is what I think, but in the public eye, and when it comes to defending them, you do it whether just like a best friend, a sister, a sibling, a cousin. Like, usually the people that you're closest to, even though you might not agree with what they're doing, you're still on their side. You tell them the truth, but you still back them up. Like, someone like say if my best friend wanted to go fight some girl because she was doing something, I'm going to say, hey, I think it's immature and I don't think you should do this, but I'll have your back if she starts swinging at you back.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
So I feel like a relationship should be like that too. And
yeah, I agree.
I feel like your spouse comes before, like, literally everyone.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot
reasonably.
Yes, yeah, like,
if that person's being reasonable.
I don't think, like, cutting off your whole family and, like, you know, just it's only you and your spouse, not like you have nobody. I don't think that's a smart idea. And I understand your predicament. I think it's a tough one. I think, like, the fact that you even have to not choose, but even have this conversation about, oh, do I have to cut them off because they're being too nosy or she's being involved in our relationship? You know how fucking annoying it would be to have a third person just intervening on our relationship all the fucking time? Like, we don't have any privacy, or that we can't even have arguments without her knowing about it. Like, I'm sorry, but the relationship that they have is a little unreasonable when it comes to having a partner. Like, I'm not going to go sit there and tell my mother and father about every argument that we've had, because you know they're going to fucking side with him. You know they're going to fucking sit there and be like, oh, well, like, they're just going to feed him bullshit. Or even not that, like, even if they're, you know, agreeing with you or whatever the case, your in-laws shouldn't know about every argument you've had with their son or daughter or whatever. Like, that should not be the case.
And also, my mom told me this growing up. She's like, you will forgive them, but your family and friends won't.
Exactly.
So, like, even saying the arguments is not only is she only going to be on his side, but she might forgive. She's not going to forgive you the way that he's going to forgive you. It's facts.
That's facts.
And so it holds, like, this weird tension always.
Yes. Yeah, because if I go to my family and be like, hey, like, you know,
Karlee not allowing me to hug girls.
Yeah, Karlee's not allowing me to hug girls, or whatever the case, you know, whatever the argument is. And they go, wow, she's being pretty unreasonable. That's going to stick with them, because they don't know everything else we're going through. Like, that argument's going to be out the fucking window for us. And then they're just like, I still can't believe she did that to her little baby. Like, that's so fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? It's just never a good idea. You hungry?
No.
It's never a good idea to to obviously go to your family with your problems if it's something that you can work out between each other. I don't think it's a smart idea to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Great email. Thanks for that. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to put them in the chat now. We can look and go over some. Also, if you do have an email that you'd like to send in, couplesinthering@gmail.com. It should be across the bottom of your screen right now. Also, if you'd like to become a member, click the link at the top of the chat. Become a member, support the stream. It helps us out a lot. Helps us to continue to do this show because it does cost us money to have things, running here. I mean, it's not free. Nothing's free. What else? Yeah, that's it. If you guys want to ask some questions, feel free. Now's the time.
It sucks you choose your partner, not your partner's family. That is facts. But because you chose your partner does have to be on your side. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. Someone said I'm creating a digital art for you guys and we'll share it with you in about an hour. Oh, cool.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. I love when people do stuff like that.
Us.
Tag us on Instagram at whomisjosh and at KarleeSteel. I'm putting it in the chat right now. So go follow us there if you guys would like. And if you want to send us that, Josie, go ahead. Or you can send it right to the email. That'd be cool too. I love when people do that. They make like edits or they do like digital art. I think it's so cool.
It's so thoughtful because it takes so much time and skill and effort. And you guys are so talented. So it means a lot.
Yeah.
Like that people spend their time doing this.
It's so cool. Like I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what do you do if your spouse read your journal? Do you forgive them?
Ooh, that's personal. It's just like going through your phone, though. I feel like that's personal too. No.
Yeah. I think it's equivalent. I think your journal might even be worse because that's where you put all of your thoughts and.
Yeah, that's true. And your feelings.
You're not texting everybody your thoughts and whatever all the time, right? It's like that's where you put all your like deepest feelings and thoughts or whatever. No, I think you can forgive them, but I don't think that's something cool. Like I think they should probably respect that privacy. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Enjoy this live stream. Thank you. Also enjoy this. Thank you. We appreciate that. I kind of like when we get into the little spats.
Well, apparently they thought it was boring, and I was wrong.
No, they only thought it was boring because I think of how long we went to it. But I do.
I don't care.
But I do. Me neither. I enjoy those because it makes couples in the ring a reality. Because a lot of the times on the show, you guys know we agree on most things. Like most things that come in, we have the same opinion on. Like. So when we actually get a chance to be on different sides, it's nice. I'm not saying, I love arguing with you, but it's like, it makes for a better show. You know what I mean?
You know what? Speaking of journals, I always feel like growing up, I like got a journal and I was like, I'm going to start journaling every day, like a diary. And then I never did. Like I can't even keep up with my scrapbook. You know how many things I have to add to my scrapbook? I have to add our second cruise to the scrapbook.
Yeah.
Our wedding, our proposal.
Engagement photos.
Our 1 year anniversary,
yeah.
Our cards, your birthday. I have so much to add in there, and I just stopped. I mean, I love scrapbooking, but maybe after like the wedding, I'll probably scrapbook because I'll have time and I'll have all the pictures to put in there.
Yeah.
But like, I can't even scrapbook, let alone. I mean, scrapbooking is more work than
journaling. There's so much.
Journaling though, like I cannot do because I would write something like in pencil or pen or whatever, and then screw it up and have to erase it, and then I just can't. Like I freaking can't.
Yeah, 100%. I've never, like in school, did you ever have to do that in school where they told you to like keep a journal?
Yes.
I could never do it. I just thought it was so fucking boring, honestly. That's just me though. Like I don't think it's stupid to do. I just thought it was so boring to sit there.
Vlog is like.
Vlogging is like a journal. Yeah, 100%.
I don't know. Like I feel like writing down my thoughts like doesn't do anything for me, but I've never tried it. So maybe.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's weird to talk in first person. Like today I feel like this. Like I don't know. I really salute people that can do it, especially when they like decorate their journal and it looks so cute.
Someone asked, what should one do if their partner doesn't want to hang out with you on their free time you guys have together, asking for a friend?
Is it all the time?
Yeah, like I mean, people need their space because okay, so let's think about it this way. If you work 5 days a week, right? And your only free time Saturday, Sunday, I'm just using a regular example. it's okay for your partner to want some alone time. Like if he or she wants to go play video games, do scrapbooks, draw, paint, whatever. Like people need their alone time. It's a natural.
I get
healthy
excited
thing.
for him to go play his video games.
Yeah.
Even though I'm just laying in bed on my phone, love it.
Yeah, it's a healthy thing.
Yeah.
It's a very healthy thing to do. Like you do need personal space. You need your personal time. I think that's where a lot of relationships fail, where you guys don't have personal space and there's too much in your shit and there's never time apart. Like, I'm not saying that people can't live that way, but I feel like people do need personal space. I don't know. That's what I think.
But obviously it's a problem if you're bringing it up.
Yeah.
He's probably just never hanging out with you. I don't know.
That is weird. What do you do if you've talked to him about it and he's not changing it? I feel like that's a deeper issue.
I think it's a deal breaker for me. If
Yeah,
you're
like
not
why
gonna
would
make
he?
effort to come see me, I'm out of
want
here.
to hang out with you? That's weird. I don't know. I have a conversation with him about it. And if you did,
Write in the email.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
more details.
Definitely write an email with more details.
Maybe some like explanations or some examples. My brain is just working today.
Does Karlee let you on the PlayStation, Xbox? My girlfriend won't let me. Of course. I play PC, but yeah,
Hey, it also depends. It depends if you're doing it all day long. It
No.
depends if your priorities are done.
So I think Karlee and I have a very good balance with that. I feel like if I have nothing to do that day, if I've done my work, if I've done whatever, clean the house, that's an important thing. If I'm going to play video games and nothing in the house has been done, that's an issue. That will be an argument. That will be 100%. I know that.
And that's valid.
Yeah, it's a valid argument. I agree. I don't think if I have the time to sit there and go play video games, I have enough time to go unload and load the dishwasher.
Yeah, and like take that off my back.
Yes, I agree. So yeah, I think yeah, there needs to be a healthy balance with that. So I don't play video games every day. So I think, I will literally say to her like, hey, am I cool to go fucking play a couple games or whatever?
He'll always ask me, and it's not permission. It's just I think it's a respect thing. Like if I wanted to hang out with him or if there's something I wanted to do with him, like it's a priority thing.
Yeah.
It's like
because my priority is you at the end of the day. Like no matter what I have going on, like but you also know what priorities come before that. Like let's say I had a job deadline and you're mad at me because I'm working on that. Like no, like you have a fucking deadline.
I mean, I'll whine.
Yeah, but it's But there is a thing like in a relationship you should have a priority list too. But at the end of the day, your relationship should come first most of the time. But there are times where you need to put that on the back burner for maybe a little bit, depending on what you got going on.
It's all about like compromise.
Compromise, yes, and communication.
Yes. No, we are not going on a honeymoon.
No, we had a vacation booked.
Broke from this fucking wedding.
We had a vacation booked already before I had proposed, and we're just kind of gonna use that as like a honeymoon, but. We like to travel anyway, and I don't really think we need a honeymoon.
We travel like at least 2 or 3 times a year anyways.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not like a honeymoon type of person, but...
We've only been together for a year. We've been on 2 cruises.
Yeah. And we're going to be married in a month. Let's not forget that. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching today's podcast. If you please can, if you haven't already, go share it with a friend.
Hello one, right in the email.
Yes. Definitely send it in coupleswithring@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram. Send in your questions to the email. Anything that you guys want to share with us, whatever, we do read the email, so feel free. Also, we will be here next Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, like every time. I think Sick will Sick be back? We'll see if Sick's back. We don't know yet. He's a busy guy. And please share those with a friend. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't care. WhatsApp, fucking anything. Share with a friend. Let them know that this is a fun podcast to come hang out on. And even if you don't watch it live, go watch it. It's nice.
If you guys want to watch any wedding videos, we have like wedding Q&As and stuff over on Patreon. So for $5, you get over 200 videos plus live streams every single week. And you get to ask us questions. And we do wedding Q&As.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to do a wedding get ready with me now that I'm doing my own makeup.
Yeah.
That would be so fun. A wedding get ready with me. I'm doing it. Done. I'm doing a wedding get ready with me. Oh my God, I'm a genius. Okay, anyways. Also, I think I want to do a breakfast mukbang on my Patreon with all my bridesmaids.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Right?
That'd be cool. Okay, we'll talk about that after. Okay, everybody, thank you.
We can't do a mukbang.
No, not me and you.
What?
After we could. No, we couldn't.
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
No. I have another thing, but we'll talk after.
Okay.
Everybody, thank you so much for watching today's show. We appreciate it, and I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. And we will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys. Why is there no